Been really into dual cabs lately. I've had that Toyota Land Cruiser on the channel. I've been driving a lot of them, and you know, aside from the Camira, which I've just bought, I don't have a car that can tow. So once this car that I'm about to show you come up on Marketplace, I couldn't resist, especially for the price, which I'll show you. Here she is. This is an Odyssey Blue VZ SS Crewman, and if we have a look, it is in bloody good nick in terms of paint and panel. We've got our hard lid here, a genuine Holden hard lid. Very, very good paint and panel, which is awesome. If we have a look here, SSZ. Now, if you guys don't know, they really didn't make that many of them. I can't remember exactly. It was around 1,200, something like that, and a mixture of normal utes, Crewmans, and sedans. I think there is around 400 or something of these. I don't know exactly, but anyway, if we have a look in here, it does have a genuine Holden tub liner, which is awesome. We got the struts, we've got the keys. That's really good. It is missing the badge there, which is a shame, but the tailgate's very good. It has one little soft in there, but it's pretty good. But this is what I wanted to buy this car for. The tow ball. It's got some disgusting exhaust on it that's a little bit leaky, but because it's a V8, it sounds pretty good. But if we have a look down here, this quarter, also awesome. We've got VZ SS wheels, the original wheels, which is awesome. They're not going to change, because the one thing with these cars is that when you lower them, they're not meant to be lowered really, because they are leaf sprung. You know, they're not coil springs and stuff like a normal VZ ute, which means the tail shaft and geometry, all of that stuff just goes out the window. It is a very cool car, guys, honestly. I really like it. If you're not familiar with the Crewman, it's sort of, well, it's very small back here. It really is. And if you have a look up there on the roof, there is a DVD player, which is, I think, one of the features of the Z. Leather interior, SS stuff all over it. It's really the car that was aimed towards kids and a family and that kind of stuff. So I know that dual cabs today are everywhere, Hiluxes and stuff, but this is from 20 years ago. It wasn't so much the case. I really like this color as well. It is it is Odyssey Blue. If you have a look in there, you can get a better sense of it. And you can probably also see one of the things why this car was a little bit cheap. Number one, it is automatic, 250,000 Ks, but the other thing is that the interior is pretty grubby. The seats are really good, which is lucky, because they're expensive to fix, but it does smell like cigarettes, which is a shame, but it's not too bad. I think this car has really, in its last few months of ownership, it's had someone that doesn't really care about it, but before that, it's obviously been loved and garaged. All of these rubbers are soft. The bolster on the seats is fantastic. All of that other stuff is really good. So I think it's had I've just noticed it does have a bit of clear peel right there on that mirror. I love the V8 badges on the doors in the VZs, but we'll have a walk around. Unfortunately, guys, I can't show you exactly the front of it, but it's very tidy. If you have a look here, the headlights, they're slightly going cloudy, but they're pretty good. The bar is really good. If we have a look here, there was some very minor soft dents from people like slamming it like that, which is no good. But that's really the worst damage on the car. I mentioned before that the old boy has had a crack at some of the stuff here. So this is an LS1, 241 heads and all of that kind of stuff. It has had a mathless tune, and it's obviously got an OTR, which is awesome. They have hacked this to pieces though, and I hate that. So we're gonna have to do something about that. I do have a VZ1 here. I don't like that being yellow, so we're gonna paint that black, I reckon. And this as well, I like the OTR. I don't really want to get rid of that, but that in just like yellow Tipex looks disgusting. It's a good car, guys. And the reason I bought this, like I said, I was just sitting browsing Marketplace and one of my mates sent me this car, $7,000. That is an absolute bargain for one of these. No, it's not perfect. It does have an ABS light. It'll need normal roadworthy things. It'll need brakes, they're a bit squeaky. The exhaust definitely needs attention. It needs going over, but it's a fantastic base. And the good thing is all of the things that are kind of wrong with the interior, like the shifter there is quite worn, they're all reasonably common items. Oh, it's also got a stereo with a big sub in it. 250,000 Ks. I'll do some more videos on this car driving it and stuff, and I've done a few reels and stuff just showing it off, but it's a cool car, guys. And I want to make this video and ask you, what would you do if this was yours? You know, yeah, I could flip it or whatever, and I actually think that this is one of the few cars that I bought for this price that I'd actually make money on. But do I want to do that? I don't know. It's cool. I kind of wish it was manual, but it was also really cheap. So what are you going to do? I'll start it up in a second, but because the shed is closed, I'm not going to run it for too long. But Crewmans are cool. Crewmans are cool. I mean, back in the day, you know, if we take our minds back to when this was released in 2005, the Hiluxes and the Rangers back then, yeah, in terms of running gear, especially for the Toyota, are really good. But what if you didn't want that? What if you wanted something with leather, something that was much more like a car and had an LS1? I'm not even sure if these ever made it out of Australia. I'd have no idea, but I think it is bloody cool. And I want to know what you guys think, because Crewmans are fantastic. I kind of used to hate them. If I'm honest, I always thought they looked weird, but they've really grown on me, and I can really see the market for these cars. The tub on this is just as big, if not bigger, than a Hilux or a Ranger. You know, the back seat isn't great, if I'm honest, but neither is it even on a Land Cruiser. It's pretty average. And this one is an LS1. The one downside, I admit, is this is a thirsty car. It loves a drink, loves a bit of fuel, but this is just a great spec. Awesome color, last of the LS1, like the very, very last. Really the only thing that would make this better, maybe a sunroof, maybe a 6-speed manual, but having that is really cool. Now, you also might have noticed there's some cameras there. I can't find those in the car anywhere, so I don't know what the go is, but not sure what we're going to do with it. Should we sell the FG, which is our current daily? I don't really want to do that. I like the FG. It's a good car, and I like the FG, but I like having it where I can park it and not worry so much about it. Like, I still park very far away in car parks and stuff, but I'd be worried about this one all the time, people knocking it off and stuff. And I also like the FG. You're sort of able to blend into traffic and stuff. But anyway, what would you guys do? I think it needs a buff, a polish. I think it needs the interior, a good going over, fix the exhaust, brakes, suspension, that kind of thing. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, following along. Let me know in the comments what you would do. And I guess, yeah, thanks for watching. There's a lot going on in the shed. If you have a look over there, there is some new stuff, which the video might be out yet, I'm not too sure, but Valiant. We got heaps of stuff coming, guys, as I promised I would. None of them are massive projects, I admit, but that is kind of what I want to do. If you guys have ever seen Hoovy's Garage or whatever, that's sort of what I want to do. Admittedly on a much lower budget. No Bugatti Veyrons, unfortunately. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, following along. Hope you guys like the new ute. What would you do with it? Let me know in the comments below. How could I forget, guys? I almost didn't start it. Here we go.